Okay, here I am. It's Sunday, June 19th, Father's Day. So I got up early. I'm going to go for a little hike here and check on my camera. A little hike a couple days ago. Actually, since hanging it on the tree and having it looking around doesn't work, and I've got the theory that these things jump from tree to tree. I found a patch back here where a lot of pine trees, they don't have any really low branches. The only branches are way at the top, and looked like a place where they do this jumping from tree to tree thing. Plus there was this really big tree next to this group of trees. Anyway, I put the camera in the crotch of this really big tree, pointed straight up, see if I can catch any of these things jumping around. Like I said before, I've heard what sounds like hands slapping on a tree trunk. And I actually got an audio recording of that sound. And then you hear a tree springboard, like this thing climbed up the tree, slapped its hand in the process, made a slapping noise, climbed up, and then catapulted itself off the tree. Anyhow, someday I gotta figure out how to get that put onto a computer, because it's a real cheap recorder. It's the very first thing I ever bought, and I didn't realize I'd want something that I can transfer over. See, now I'm a little nervous. In the springtime, you know, obviously, I've never been here before. That's not obvious. What's obvious is in the springtime that there's not all this vegetation. You can see kind of far. So now I get nervous because I can't see too far. And I got to remember to look up too. Because like I say, I'm pretty sure these things travel in trees like you and I walk on the ground. And so I hear something back there making a noise. Which is kind of, it could be a deer. If a deer is bedded down and I walk up on it, yeah, I guess it's gonna be making some. Anyway, I gotta keep looking up because I think these things are just as comfortable in the trees as they are on the ground, despite their size. And I think that might have something to do with the missing 411. And a lot of people, when they're hiking along, they really don't look up into trees. As strong as these things are, and as agile, snap you right up. See, I'm just now looking into the camera, so if I've been shooting stupid, it's because I really wasn't looking at the camera. I was just watching where I'm going. But that noise I heard was coming from over here. Which is the direction of my camera. And you know, I'm talking when I'm doing this because, you know, I'm real close to the parking lot, and I just pulled in and my car's a little loud, so they know I'm coming. I don't even try to trick these things, because that's like, I mean, you might be able to trick them a little bit until they don't, you know, with a tree knock or whatever, or a whoop, but once they get in close and they realize you're not one of them, it's, I don't know. I think this way I'll just make them get sick of me, and then maybe someday they'll just like show their face to try and scare me off. Just kind of looking around here. That's where I'm stopped. Back there's my group of trees that I was talking about where they could jump easily. A lot of these trees, not a lot of branches, and that's what I hear. I'll see if I can do it. Yeah, that is for sure what I'm hearing. Like I say, I picked it up on my one audio recorder, but I just got to figure out how to transfer it. That's weird. Something was making noises over here earlier, and I don't see anything. And it didn't sound that far away. I guess it could have been a chipmunk or a squirrel. Raccoons, I believe, are bedded down for the day. Same with the deer. And usually when those things make noise, I usually spot them. There's another group of trees. Not a lot of branches on them. Yeah, the one night I was here shining my spotlight around and I could hear this hand slapping way off to my left, way off to my right. Like one after another, but in different areas, so it's not like more than one of them. And you know what's cool is that I get that springboard noise, that following that hand slapping noise. 'Cause otherwise, I don't know what I would have could have made. I don't know what I would have made of that. I mean, once the tree springboarded, it was obvious. Oh, that's something grabbing onto a tree. I don't even know if I'm going to take the camera today. If it's not messed with, I might just leave it. It's only been out here a day or two. Camera's still there. So I got pointed up to that big tree. See right there, I heard something. It's a little chipmunk or something. So it could have been the other thing I heard. But here's this group of trees here. Perfect from jumping from tree to tree. Another thing I noticed in here was there's one, I've actually seen it on a couple trees where there's like a branch caught in the crotch of another branch coming off the tree. So there's a branch hanging in the crotch of another branch still attached to the tree. And above that broken branch, it's like got like rub marks, like something's sitting there and rubbing that broken branch against the tree. Because I mean, if it fell just once, it's not going to do that, you know. But and it goes up high enough where wind ain't doing this. Wind ain't causing a stick to, a branch to jump up, 8-10 inches up this tree and enough to where it wears it out. It's almost like something sitting in that tree messing with that broken branch. This whole area, these pine trees, I think this is where they do their jumping. I gotta get a tripod. I'll tell you what, too. 5 years ago, I would have walked anywhere in these woods. Stayed all night. But between the eyewitnesses I've heard and the experiences I've had and the evidence I've found, as in footprints and rock clicking, yeah. No thanks. I'm paranoid now just being back here. Even though we don't have any 411 cases around here, there's always a first. But I'm hoping that these are, because there's a lot of people around here, I'm telling you, if I can show these things not only are real, but that they're living where I'm positive they're living. It'll just be mind-blowing. Like I say, I could hop on in my car, and in 40 minutes I could be in Buffalo. That sounded like the snorting. Enoch?